Hey YouTube, Greatly Grew Mix, ABB style, very easy. Lickitung, Dunsparce, and I used Golisopod as the bug. So there's pros and cons of this. One is Golisopod, if you haven't used it, is so spammy, and like the Shadow Claw is such a good move. Liquidation is actually a huge upgrade for it. So a very spammy Pokemon that resists the fighting. So great combo there. The only sort of drawback to this team is that you have a Shadow Claw on Golisopod and a Lick on Lickitung, right? So if you run into like a normal typing, you're kind of in trouble. Is the only like a Dunsparce on the lead, or a I think one of my losses was Diggersby, right? Those are the tough ones to deal with. But Diggersby you can throw Liquidation, so it's not terrible, but it's not great. Plus you resist ground because you're a half bug. And then Dunsparce, Lickitung, don't really need to talk about them too much. We know how strong they are. Both normal typing, so both only weak to fighting. And then both only weak to fighting. You pull out a fighter with one of the two, and then you do that. So you resist the mud move. So again, you probably should get out of here pretty quick to draw out a fighter, but I know I resist the mud move, so I'm just going to do a huge chip there and get some farm, and then Lickitung will come in, absorb this damage, try and pull out a fighter if they have one. And they are not getting out yet, but they do eventually get out with the Mandibuzz. And there are a couple tough ones. So if you want to use something else besides Golisopod, the problem is like Golisopod actually did really well for me. So maybe you want to do something else instead of Lickitung, because I know a lot of people don't have XL Lickitung. So you can go like Dunsparce, maybe Vigoroth, or double, actually, now that we just had that event. Double Dunsparce in the middle instead of Lickitung is a great option, and I just built one up. It's not a super high ranked one, but it's got some like interesting IVs that when I was playing around with PV Pokemon, like, oh, I actually pick up like it's like a 2 attack 2/8 something. It goes like right to 14.99, so it's really nice in like that weird sweet spot where it actually like flips some matchups there. So I built that up today, and I will test it out tomorrow and showcase it on Wednesday. But yeah, so if you put in like a double or Vigoroth there in the mid game, I think you're pretty strong there. And then Dunsparce in the back. Dunsparce is, I think, pretty good in this meta, because I've seen quite a lot of hopefully that wasn't a catch and they do shield, because then I could just go get this right back here at the liquidation. And then again, claws adding up, liquidation is gonna like almost one shot. Yeah, so there it goes. Bye, goodbye Ninetales, goodbye. Yeah, so Golisopod's really good. I'm using it in a Gym Breakers right now. It's pretty strong. A little glassy, but super spammy, right? 3, 4. So I'm already at the liquidation when they're at 4, and this will be super effective. So we'll see if I try and catch it on one of these other two. Oh, look at that! And they get out to a Wiggly. I don't know why I'm going out so slow. I should be coming in Dunsparce real quick here, because again, Wiggly half normal, so the Shadow Claws are resisted. Lick is going to be resisted, so I kind of have to come Dunsparce, which is again why coming in doing like double or something like that, where you're not taking super effective from the charms, but you're just neutral, and you can buy same spams, is not a bad option too. What was I saying with this team? Oh yeah, with this team, I've been seeing a lot of like Golbats recently, and I know Golbat's strong, and I have it coming in a team tomorrow anyway, because I did use it, and it is strong, but it's just like it's quite a lot of Golbats. So having the coverage roll out here with the Rock Slide and Drill Run to be able to hit kind of wide range there is a pretty nice option. So I like Dunsparce. Like I said, you can replace Lickitung if you don't have it, and then Golisopod. Again, if you don't want to use a Golisopod, you can use anything else that resists fighter. You can use Fairy. You can use Ghost to a certain extent. Again, Ghost is a little tricky, because then the lick on the Lickitung and the Ghost is kind of a tough one. So there's your Golbat. Got to come straight in here and met with a fighter. That's the only problem, right? If I have a Golbat on the lead, this is a really dumb switch. And I knew as soon as I switched in, I'm like, this is stupid, because there's not a ton of rock users to deal with Golbat, and one of the main ones is Dunsparce. So they definitely have an answer in a fighter, And Lickitung is going to have a way better chance to deal with most fighters than Dunsparce is. Except for like maybe Vigoroth. But like in terms of a pure fighter, it has a way better chance. And now they're at the Rock Slide, which will do super effective. So I have to shield there because you're half bug. So these like counter users with bug is also tough. So, you know, Golisopod is fun. I enjoyed using it, but there are a few things in this that will deal with it. They come in with Dugong, which is interesting. I threw blindly, but it did lower their defense. So now these claws are adding up. I think they're just going to try and go 2-shield Golbat, which is not a terrible idea. But I'm just going to try and chip this and get this out of here. But I want to keep this alive also. Yeah, I think this is where I burned my last shield. I should have caught this. Because the problem is, I need to keep this alive because the Golbat is now just going to Poison Fang me 2-3 times. And so I need to reset it. But now I've got no shield, so the reset's not going to matter because they're going to take me out far before I can like switch out of here. So not super well played. Again, tough lead. Should have recognized the switch is probably Lickitung in that situation. And then I even though my defense would have been lowered, I probably should have saved a shield because now it's just like I'm going down here anyways. So not the best played. I did reset there, right? I caught the move and I reset, so I did try. I did try my best. Oh no, I didn't do that. I was already gone. Never mind. I got distracted out of the corner of my eye here. Coming here, they catch on a Tapu, which is like, I think Drowan is the better neutral move. I'm not positive on that, but I'm pretty sure it's a better neutral move. They're probably going to get me out of here before I take them out. I mean, will I live a surf? I'm pretty bulky. Yeah, and I'm going to grab a shield here. So this is not bad. I almost want to grab a shield. Because Water Gun is resisted, so I can now come in and just claw and get a head-on energy here. They're not going to get to a Moonblast, so I'm ahead on energy a lot. And you're going to see here. Let's see if I shield. And I throw Liquidation. And you're like, why are you throwing Liquidation when you have X-Scissor and Liquidation? Everything's resisted. They're going to not shield. I know they're not going to shield. But it's going to chip a ton because it's a friggin' Dragonair. So I needed just to chip that a ton to basically just make this a 2v1. It's basically out of they drop their energy. They're down to the yellow now. Between the claws and the licks, I'll be able to take that out. And now it's just dealing with the Steelix, right? So that is why I chipped with a resisted move. They go straight Earthquake, which is a lot. Let's see if I go straight Power Whip. I do. I could have maybe baited here, but looks like it paid off in the ending. But now look at that. The claws and licks are going to take this out, and that's why I did it, right? I always say that. A lot of time they're not going to shield what they know is a resisted move. But if a resisted move does like 25, 30, 35%, like it's well worth it. And again, another Golbat, and then this time, hey, look at that. I learned from the last mistake. This is only Poison Fang, right? So I just gotta let it go. So I will lose lead here, a switch here, because between the Poison Fang and then just this Dragon Tail is gonna be too much. Plus now Psychic Fang is gonna lower my defense times 2 now. So I'm not gonna be able to get a move off here, get the Power Whip off. I'll get a Body Slam probably. Throw the freaking Body Slam. Because now it's not even in good claw range. If I threw the Body Slam, it would be an easier claw range, but now they're going to chip me a ton here, which is too much. Yeah, I should have threw the Body Slam. That's dumb. Now I have to throw this just to get this out of here. Dumb play. Dumb play. I do grab a shield, which is interesting. So now I'll shield back because like I know I grabbed a shield. And now going straight down Sparse. Interesting that they gave up switch here. Again, but their Golbat is tricky because Wing Attack Poison Fang is going to add up very quickly from a Shadow, as you're seeing there, right? ton of damage. If they shield and throw, I'm gonna have to shield too to save some health on this. Yeah, but at this point I'll get it out of here, but at this point the damage is done. On 2 times, my defense is 2 times lowered. This is pretty low. Golisopod's pretty low. They still have a full health. Ugh, full the Diggersby at that. So yep, this is where a double or something else would be very helpful in here. So I am going to lose this matchup for sure. Try to snipe with the liquidation, but again, it'll do super effective, but Diggersby's just way too tanky. And they take me out here, and then they take out my Dunsparce. I think I got one more matchup. Again, the team itself is okay. You're not seeing I mean, not that you're seeing not a ton of fighters, and it may change now with double. Like, I don't know how many people are going to run double now. I do get a draw runoff, not enough to take out. Diggersby is very tanky. I don't know how many people are going to run double, but I think, honestly, I think I'm going to try double gold bat plus a third for my Wednesday team. Like, I'm going to try that tomorrow, and if that works, I'll film it tomorrow and upload it for Wednesday. That's my goal. I do have, how many other battles do I have? Because I've got already a gold bat team. I've got a few more teams that I tried. Yeah, maybe I'm going to scrap that one because that one was not super effective. I did a, maybe that'll be like a bonus video that I'll show later on the season. It was an ABB, Gligar and Gliscor backline. Because I was thinking about dealing with like the Vigoroth double line up there, but there's a lot of ice in this. And Gligar and Gliscor, both non-shadows, both don't hit very hard. So it's kind of just like, eh. It worked for some games. Some games were really fun, and then other games it just did not work. So if I'm going to lose one, I'm going to lose that one because I have a double ghost one. That strategy worked very well, actually. It was double ghost, Jellicent, and Cofagrius, but my Jellicent was running bubble. So you sub in your Jellicent to try and draw out a normal typing or like Scrafty or something like that, and then that comes in, and then you're running bubble, and you're probably, and I flipped so many matchups, like the amount of doubles that came in thinking they're going to just beat me was like, oh, and then you just get like destroyed. Speak about destroying, Golisopod is going on a rampage right here. Took out 2 Pokemon there for the win. Yeah, so I pulled out many normal typings that think they were going to beat me, and then I'm running bubble and surf, and then you flip a few matchups in the mid game there, and then you have good alignment in the back. So it worked pretty well. I was running Buzzhole on the lead, which actually hurt because then I got like, there were other matchups like Hex Jellicent and stuff like that where I'm just like, oh, I'm in trouble here. So I'll probably bring you that one for sure. I have 3 more. Again, I have 3 more videos. One this afternoon, and then 2 more. One will be the ghost line. If I get double line to work, I'll bring you that one, and then one of the other ones I've used. Anyways, so they say they're going to be like a gold bat line or the Gligar or the double Gliscor line. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.